What's happening, guys? Another episode of Cooking with Volk, and we're mixing it up today. I've got the Fight Dietitian here. It's fight week.
20 consecutive wins and a title defense for the best featherweight in the world.
So he's going to do most of the cooking because I'm paying him for it. He'll explain why we're doing this. Again, it's fight week. There's going to be a reason why we're using different ingredients and things like that. We were lucky enough that Kasori hooked us up with the air fryers. We've got blenders. We've got air purifiers. We've got it all, mate. We are definitely looked after. But hey, we've got the upgrade too. The Kasori Dual Blaze Air Fryer, #1 on Amazon. So obviously it's a real deal. It's I use both of these. I use the original one and this one. But the beauty of this, it actually gives you, it gets a lot hotter, a lot quicker, so it cooks a lot quicker, but it's got a top and bottom sort of heating element where, I know, it's better for frying. You get the actual sear and everything a lot better with this. So, yeah, #1, that one. So, what are we cooking?
What are we cooking? Today, we're going to be cooking some chicken thigh. So we're going to slice this up, make it pretty nice. Obviously, Volk's on a pretty strict diet this week, and a big thing that we need to do this week is keep salt really low. And obviously salt brings a lot of flavour to the food, so we're going to use a lot of different spices. So what we're making is Mexican style chicken thigh in the style of chicken bites, and then we're going to top that off with a bit of an avocado berry slaw. So we'll get going.
Mate, chicken thigh too, obviously chicken thigh a lot more fattier. Best part anyway, I love my chicken thigh better than the chicken breast. He knows that, so that's good. And we're allowed extra fats now, because carbs, we're cutting back on the carbs. So we're allowed, we need more calories, so we're allowed the fats.
Yeah, lots of fats. Obviously, fight week, we're keeping the carbs really low as well. Chicken thigh has a lot more fat in there, so it's good, not only just for the protein, but the higher fat. So we'll cut these up, even Volk can cut these up into we'll dice them up into chicken bite size, I suppose. So
I thought that was your job. That's Jordi's job. We'll let you.
Okay.
You got it? You got it? Good lad.
Let's get close up here.
Yeah, get in on that.
Alright, so we just do it up in little
Chicken.
bite-sized pieces. Obviously it helps it too when we're cooking it, make it a bit faster. Volk's getting pretty hungry these weeks too.
That's it. We've got a busy schedule, right? Busy schedule. So we want to cook this as quick as we can. So lucky Kasori has these new elements, and like I said, it cooks a lot quicker because it gets so much hotter. But the chicken thighs in the air fryer are the best because of the fat and that. You get a mad sear. It's literally oh mate, so good.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if we can get these pretty even too. If you can get them pretty good consistency, they come out really nice. They come out really quite crispy too, which is hard to get when you're cooking in a fry pan or something like that. So really good using the air fryer.
Alright, so you're gonna chuck it in there, and you're gonna oil it up, and what are you doing?
Oil, and then we're gonna season it with the Mexican spice that we've got over here.
Alright, what's in the spices? Look, we've got some rosemary leaves, parsley, sesame seeds, black pepper, cayenne pepper, chili powder, onion powder, garlic powder, ground cumin seed, and ground paprika. So yeah, again, we don't have the sodiums. Yeah, you could probably just chuck salt on this and it's going to be great. But we're not allowed the sodium, so he's mixing up all the flavors. This is a Mexican flavor, you said?
So obviously it's very similar if you were going to do, say, like a burrito or fajita type seasoning. It's a bit more kick to it. Volk can handle the heat a bit more.
I love the heat. So one thing you can imagine with this, look what we're eating now. I'll be honest, what I used to eat, what did we, chicken and nuts. Honestly, chicken and nuts, that's all I would eat. Fight week, which was shit, and I mean bland, no flavors, nothing at all. So having Jordi, he's been here with us for a few camps now, a few fights, and obviously the diet, getting the weight off during camp, but I mean fight week, being able to eat like this gives me the energy to even do this. Usually you ain't going to be doing this shit fight week, but when you're getting fed right and you got the energy, we can do it. So cheers, mate. Make fight week a lot easier.
So that's all seasoned up there.
Oh, that smells good. That smells real good. Look at that. Put it this way, that's not what my food looked like when I was doing it. Because I was that scared of whatever was on there. Is that ready for the air fryer?
Ready to go, good to go.
The Kasori air fryer. We're going to chuck it in. We're going to preheat that. We're going to turn it up. You want to turn it on?
Go to 380.
It heats up really quick as well. So that's good.
Preheat this for about 2-3 minutes as
Mate, you probably don't even need that much, but we got a little bit of time. We'll preheat it. Get it in the Jewel Blaze Kasori. Again, #1 seller on Amazon. How good is that? So again, we're going to chuck it in the air fryer. Make sure, the link in the bio. Go check out the link in the bio. Got the spring sale, on Amazon. Go check it out. This is the business. Let's give it a crack.
Let's put them in there.
Oh, that's already hot. See? There we go.
Yeah. See it?
That's ready.
Obviously, for people at home who don't know, when fighters get ready for their fight, what a lot of them have to do is what's called a weight cut. And what that means is that each day they slowly bring down their weight. And that could be anywhere between 10 and 15% of their body weight. So that's 10 to 15% of their body weight. Do the quick maths. If you're at home, figure out what that is for you. It's quite a lot.
Quick
to be able to do that, you have to eat very, very particular foods, and we use 3 strategies when we do it. Is we reduce the salt in their diet, we reduce the carbs in their diet, and we limit or reduce the fiber as well. So that's what we're doing in this meal. Obviously with the chicken thigh, we've got good protein, high fat in there. Obviously with the herbs and spices that we're using, there's no salt in there as well. And we also keep the fiber moderately low in this. So this meal is really, really good. Pretty much what Alex is going to be eating all week. We'll be dropping weight all week until we get to the scales. But like Alex said, we want to give him a lot of good food, a lot of good calories, so he's going on the scales looking healthy.
So the Kasori is going to get a good workout with this one. So flushing the water out, that's what we're doing. Yes, that's why we're doing the water load. How much liters am I doing? Am I meant to, does that pick up or?
Yeah. So what we also do on top of that is what we do, a water load is where Alex is going to be drinking anywhere between 7 to 9 liters of water a day. This helps his body flush out water. So when we get into that last little bit where we move around, jump in a sauna and sweat out, he's got plenty of water to keep sweating out. So also a big part of the process.
All right, berry slaw. What do we need with the berry slaw?
Berry slaw, we're going to have about 20 grams of berries. We're going to use raspberries because they're nice and sweet, and blackberries because they get a little bit of bitterness. And then we're going to use a little bit of avocado just for the creaminess there, a little bit of kiwi fruit for the added sweetness, and then we're going to cut the spice that's in the chicken with a little bit of citrus and the lime. So cut all that up, mix it all together, and we'll use that to coat the chicken. So coming out really nice.
Beautiful. Let's get into it.
He's going. Get a little bit of the kiwi in. Kiwi, the only good kiwi that I know is this thing here.
Ooh, shots fired. Shots fired at Brad Riddell.
Slice these up into nice little pieces. Yeah, nice and sweet here. Add this into our slaw. We'll get that. We're going to just use a little bit of avocado.
All right. So obviously this is just this week, fight week. Now we're really trying to get the water off. But while I'm training, diet's still very important. Obviously the reload after we weigh in is going to be very important. But yeah, usually very, very carb heavy in training because how much we use, like how much calories we burn, right?
Yeah. These guys are burning ridiculous amount of carbs. As much as you don't want to hear it, carbs are probably the most important thing when you're doing what these guys are doing. They're burning ridiculous amounts of calories, which means we need ridiculous amounts of carbs, which is good when we come to this week because obviously we cut that down and we can lose that extra weight, the water weight associated with the carbs by cutting back.
One thing that I found a bit fascinating was say if you need to cut some of the calories, but you know we're training hard, you're going to cut on the fats. Say I'm allowed to have fats and all that, but I mean, say if we had to cut down, you'd cut the fats, not the carbs, because we need that energy.
Yeah, exactly right. Because the sport that we're doing, like MMA, is what we call like a glycolytic sport, and that's just a nerdy term to say that we use a lot of carbs in the sport. So we need to prioritize those carbs. So when we do need to get that weight down and bring the calories down, we're going to pull it back from other things such as fat, maybe a little bit of protein, but keep the carbs really high so Volk can continue to train like a champ.
Now that I'm pretty sure they've already done. We didn't even have time to.
And this is it. Well, this is finished touch.
All right.
A little bit of lemon in there, lime, and there's our berry slaw.
All right.
Well, that's looking pretty good.
I think it's going on. Want me to have a test run, mate?
Let's have a test.
I like to, when I'm looking at my chicken wings and all that, the best way for me to know when they're cooked, I usually grab the biggest one. If I'm going to check one, I may as well check the biggest one, because if that's done, they're all done. My little trick. For me anyway, I don't know what you reckon. People want to, because it's chicken, they want to overcook it all the time. They want to sit there and be like, oh yeah, they'll, if it's meant to be, say, 8 minutes, they'll do 10 minutes because it's chicken. They're worried about getting salmonella or something. But man, just make sure it's cooked. Keep it juicy. You don't want dry shit. A lot of people cook their chicken and make it too dry. That's not how you want it.
It's not everyone chicken.
To be honest, chicken thigh is hard to make non-juicy because there's all the fat.
Hard not to get in. Yeah, crispy that is too late.
Oh yeah, that looks good. Look at that. Now everyone knows that, you know, when I do my cooking, I don't care about plating. You know, I ain't all about the plating. But he does a good plate. Because I don't care. I'm all about the flavours. I know it tastes good.
It's nice though, right? Like, I think people don't appreciate as much, like, how much you eat with your eyes before you actually start eating. So, especially for these
Is that
guys.
why you like chopping it up as well? It looks like more?
Yeah, it looks like more. A little bit of a psychological hack.
Is that for me, is it?
And this is where we top off with the slaw.
Ooh.
We can add some additional, little bit of rosemary just to top it off. Salt band round. A little bit of parsley
yeah.
up the top.
Pass these around the side. See, look how much of that makes a difference, even just that.
And look at that.
That's it?
There we go.
That's my meal?
There's your meal there. We got
Man.
a chicken thigh, avocado berry slaw.
Look at that.
High protein, high fat, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of spice. Everything nice, what we need for Fight Week.
So I'm going to have 3 of these meals like this, 3 meals like this, and then snacks in between.
Yeah, we'll be eating 6 meals a day, so we'll be having 3 main meals and then 3 snacks as well as we'll be drinking all that water.
So this is what I eat, right? Fight week. Get some fruit in there as well. Let's see.
It's gonna be hot.
Mmm. Beautiful. Like I said, I would usually think you could never cook anything without salt, but this is still good. Man, that's unreal.
Like and subscribe. Because Ori.
I won't let you don't have to watch me eat the whole thing. I'm going to wrap this thing up. Thanks again for tuning in to Cooking with Volk. Make sure you like, subscribe. You know all the business. Again, if you're looking for an air fryer, this is the one that goes. It's got a lot of elements on it. A lot of different things you could do. So, again, that's an upgrade. So, it's unreal. But thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. Till next time, cheers.